Welcome to the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Today we are reading The Knowledge of God According to the Church, paragraphs 36 through 38. Paragraph 36. Our Holy Mother, the Church, holds and teaches that God, the first principle and last end of all things, can be known with certainty from the created world by the natural light of human reason. Without this capacity, man would not be able to welcome God's revelation. Man has this capacity because he is created in the image of God. Paragraph 37. In the historical conditions in which he finds himself, however, man experiences many difficulties in coming to know God by light of reason alone. Though human reason is, strictly speaking, truly capable by its own natural power and light of attaining to a true and certain knowledge of the one personal God, who watches over and controls the world by his providence, and of the natural law written in our hearts by the Creator, yet there are many obstacles which prevent reason from the effective and fruitful use of this inborn faculty. For the truths that concern the relations between God and man wholly transcend the visible order of things, and if they are translated into human action and influence it, they call for self-surrender and abnegation. The human mind, in its turn, is hampered in the attaining of such truths, not only by the impact of the senses and the imagination, but also by disordered appetites, which are the consequences of original sin. So it happens that men in such matters easily persuade themselves that what they would not like to be true is false, or at least doubtful. Paragraph 38. This is why man stands in need of being enlightened by God's revelation, not only about those things that exceed his understanding, but also about those religious and moral truths which of themselves are not beyond the grasp of human reason, so that even in the present condition of the human race, they can be known by all men with ease, with firm certainty, and with no admixture of error. Reflection. So paragraph 36 discusses how we can come to know God by the human spirit, by the physical reality of the world. And the Lord illuminates our conscience to that, our minds to that. But without this capacity, without God allowing us to do that, we would not be able to welcome God's revelation. And because we are made in the image of God, that's the reason that we are able to come to know God by the physical world and by the human spirit. So we can come to know God with certainty. And at the same time, we hear in paragraph 37 how even though this is true, it is possible that because of original sin and because of our senses, that we may not always get it completely right. That we may indeed find something that we find unpleasant or not to a liking, and that then makes it difficult for us to understand truth as truth is. So for example, if someone's caught in an addiction and they want to continue with their addiction, then they may dismiss those things that go against what they're wanting to do with their addiction. And our five senses. We may not always see with our eyes the reality of things. And we may make judgment calls based on what our five senses say. For example, healing. We can pray for somebody for healing, and if we don't see it with our eyes, our physical eyes, then we can dismiss what the scripture says, that ask anything in my name and it will be given to you. And we may think, well, that's probably doubtful. So because of this, paragraph 38 gives us the answer that we stand in need of being enlightened by God's revelation. Though we do have the capacity to know God, we can still fall short of actually coming to know Him because of our frail humanity. And this is where God's revelation is so important in our lives, that He constantly comes to us and teaches us. And He teaches us the religious and moral truths that we need to grasp, so that there's no admixture of error. If you like what you've been hearing, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you the next Catechism of the Catholic Church. God bless you.